Welcome guys to Altcoin Deegan. Today I'd like to go over a new DeFi project. Well, it's not as new, but it's a recent DeFi project, Adamant Finance. We're going to go over this, but I like to start all my videos with an idea of where the market is going, where it's trending, so that you have an idea of what to expect as far as some of these returns on some of these DeFi projects, mainly because if Bitcoin is trending down, you're trying to stake that different LP tokens, and you could possibly be a bad time to invest if Bitcoin is in a downtrend. If it's in an uptrend, everything is great. You're gonna 2-3x your profits just staking alone, just because the price of Bitcoin's going up, which usually means all the altcoins are gonna follow. So basically, right here we had a nice little touch on 30,000 again. We got this little wedge and it just broke up to a little bit of the positive side. It'll probably do like it did before, where it'll come down and touch this little trend line and then hopefully continue up. I'd like to be as bullish as I can with Bitcoin, because everything revolves around the price of Bitcoin. But again, this is looking much like a bear market, so we need to be careful. We need to try to protect ourselves, save capital if possible. So this is our second touch. Well, but here we blew through the 30,000, but this is we've had multiple touches on 30,000 here. Let's go back to the daily chart. So this is kind of bad territory to be in. I mean, you could kind of consider this, well, two touches on 31, and now we have two touches right at 30, one at about 28.6 or so. So we're still kind of in this downtrend. We want to be careful investing in DeFi projects or really any altcoins, because altcoins will bleed if Bitcoin is dropping or having a drop in price action. So back to the 15-minute chart. So I try to post videos every day, so I try to give you a lower time frame on the charts, because as far as what was relevant yesterday when I posted, we had a nice downtrend here. And now we had this little wedge, we're breaking out, so it's kind of a bullish move, but we'll see where that takes us. So now on to Adamant Finance. This seems like a pretty good project. I like it compared to a lot of others. What's really nice is all the vaults here. You have some LP tokens that you can get from Quick. You can stake here. Again, let me go ahead and tell you that this is on the Matic network or Polygon network. So this is kind of a new, more of a new area. This isn't an Ethereum. This isn't a Uniswap kind of Ethereum chain. This is going to be on the Matic Polygon network. So it's a little different. I really like this network. It's quick. They're very low fees. So far, they haven't really had as much trouble as Binance Coin. There for a while the nodes weren't keeping up. So far, the Matic network I think has been really good. So you can get some LP on the quick swap. Sushi Swap, a lot of these bigger ones you've probably heard of. You get LP tokens from Sushi and then stake them here. They also have Curve tokens, Ape Swap, and then you have some full Deegan coins over here, or full Deegan LP tokens. Now basically, if you hover over the Chad emblem here, Chad embodies the animal spirits of the Deegans. These vaults may be more volatile. Adamant helps to auto-harvest these vaults for you, saving you gas and maximizing your yields. Now, if you look here, this is an insane APY. It's crazy. If you hover over the APY, it'll break it down for you as far as how they come up with this number. A lot of times the APY is with auto-compounding every day. I believe we'll get into this later, but I believe they auto-compound anywhere from 50 to 1,000 times a day. We'll double-check that here in a minute. But a crazy APR, crazy APY. You can see there's not a lot in here, and that's because this is super risky. The total staked is not much. If you were to do something like this and you really want to get some exposure to it, I wouldn't recommend any more than 1%. This is kind of just throw it at the wall, see if you don't lose everything kind of LP. I'm sure a lot of people have made money in this, but especially right now, like we talked about with Bitcoin in a downtrend, it's not a great time. Now, if Bitcoin would turn more bullish, maybe say break 42,000, something like that, then this might not be as risky, because these two tokens that you're going to hold are also going to increase in price, and it's going to help you gain a little bit more while you're staking. So let's dump into frequently asked questions and the docs, which I have here. So Adamant Finance, basically maximizing yield with Adamant. It's a yield organizer or optimizer, sorry, vault that consists of many farming pools, their time and resources to collectively earn the best DeFi yields. So they have a lot of different vaults. They have over 100 vaults, QuickSwap, Sushi, and a lot of the other platforms. Um, they have a lot of auto staking vaults. They have the auto harvesting vaults. Let's get into some of that. So token emissions and supply. A lot of the stuff you guys can pick up right on the website if you have any extra questions that I don't cover here today. Let's get into the utility and then the vaults. So there's a 30% performance fee taken from the profits of each vault generates. But for every 1 ETH in fees collected, 450 ADDI is minted. Some vaults may reward multiple multipliers that change that number. And so let's see here, 100% of ADDI. Stake these tokens. So here is the auto compounding LP. If you get an auto compounding vault, it automatically sells the harvested tokens, i.e. quick, and compound into more LP tokens. This is done anywhere from 50 to 1,000 times per day or more a day, based on factors like deposited, the yield in the pool, being farmed, and vault activity. So, this is really good because it not only, this is basically your auto compounding and how you get the APY instead of the APR. So APY is basically, everything that you gain in a day or, less than that, it could be 1,000 times a day. They automatically turn that into more LP. So they're taking your rewards and they're selling and more LP. And then you get more LP and they're auto depositing it, auto compounding it, which means that you don't have to go in there. A lot of the coins on the Ethereum chain, ERC20 tokens and stuff like that, and those vaults, just to claim your staking, rewards, you have to pay the gas fees. And I mean, there's sometimes where you're only trying to claim $5 in staking rewards, but the gas fees are up to almost $50. So you have to pay $50 to stake or to collect your $5. And a lot of times you have to pay another $50 to restake that $5. So, you're talking about a $100 fee just to move $5 from your rewards back into staking again. So auto compounding, LP and pools are really nice to have. It's a really kind of a thing that you can kind of set it and forget it. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to check every day. You don't have to auto harvest every day, and those are really nice. Those are the pools that if you're new, I would recommend, and especially on the Matic network, like I said, in the Polygon network, the fees are, they're like fractions of a penny, if not pennies. Instead of Ethereum, where you can't get a transaction on Ethereum under fucking $10. It's crazy how much they charge. So the Matic is a very nice network. Let's see. Now they had something in here for the devs and staking. Let's see. Are your vaults vulnerable to flash loans? Now this is important because Bunny, Pancake Bunny got hacked, unlike Bunny. So the flash loan exploits that affect platforms like Bunny and Harvest involve depositing into a vault and then manipulating the price of an asset with flash loans. Unlike Bunny, our vaults block smart contracts from depositing into them, which means a flash loan attack based on manipulating the price of the underlying asset when claiming ADDI is impossible. Other measures were also taken to safeguard against other potential reward manipulation exploits. So that's really good to hear. You got to be careful with flash loans. It's kind of a new thing and in the space, and it's good for arbitrage. That's basically the reason it was made. But if you have some kind of flaw in your code, these flash loans can help these, let's say bad apples, really exploit these loans or these liquidity pools and basically rob you and the project of all their funds. So you really need to take careful and look into that and make sure these audits happen, which is another important thing, that if you're ever checking these out and doing your own research, that you check out these audits. These are very important. So now this was audited by the Ethereum Commonwealth Audit. This is of the original Vault strategy contracts. And then it has a link here to the results and the report and stuff like that. They also had one by TechRate Audit, removed from GitHub due to the Certic starting their own audit. So I'm not real sure what happened here. They had an audit by TechRate, and for whatever reason, they're getting another by Certec. And it is still pending. It started June 7th. Today is the 26th, and they have been told that it'll be completed on the 28th. So if you want to wait till this audit comes out, that may be a good idea. If you're a little bit nervous, especially about some of the Chad vaults. Um, but other than that, I like this. Layout. Everything looks pretty clean. Now, as far as the Discord, I haven't been in the Discord. I haven't been on the Telegram. I haven't looked too much into Twitter. Basically, checking out the website and the docs, trying to simplify things for you guys. Doing a little bit of research, letting you guys know what's going on here, without having to connect your wallet and and be exposed to this website. So I would definitely recommend joining Discord. They have the links here right on the homepage at adamant.finance. They have the Telegram, the Twitter. I'm sure this is just tools. So quite a bit of money in here. Not a lot totally deposited, but a lot of money in there. So it's kind of a newer one. So hopefully it picks up speed. And in this kind of a market, though, in a down market, I wouldn't count on it too much. It's probably going to continue to either stay steady or go down a little bit, especially if we visit the $20,000 range on Bitcoin. It would be bad for, it's bad for the entire space. So, but once we find that bottom around 20K, hopefully 24, 25K, from there, it pretty much nothing but up. And you should see a lot of these DeFi projects really start to explode. So, that's pretty much it for today. Give me a like, thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Basically, leave me a comment if you've checked this out yet, what you think about it, how you feel about it. Let me know if it's good, bad, and let others that check out the comments know if there's any problems or any issues with it that maybe I've missed. Leave me a comment. Let me know when you got into crypto and what finally got you into it, and how happy you are to be here. So, if nothing else, that's it for me. This has been Altcoin Deegan. Thanks.